This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello and welcome to Pulse of Africa News. I'm Ado Mesai with the latest. First, our top stories for today. Tanzania targets 8 million tourists by 2030. 3 new African sites inscribed on UNESCO World Heritage List. SpaceX to invest $2 billion in Musk's XAI startup. Now the news in detail. Former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has died at the age of 82 while receiving treatment at a clinic in London, United Kingdom. The family of former President Buhari has announced his death on Sunday afternoon. The brief statement signed by his spokesman, Garba Shehu, confirmed the passing. Buhari, who served as Nigeria's president from 2015 to 2023 and earlier as ministry head of state from 1983 to 1985, had been receiving treatment in London since April 2025. African heads of state and government are mourning the passing of the former Nigerian president and sending their condolences to their family. Tanzania aims to welcome 8 million tourists by 2030. Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism Pindi Chana said at the launch of Ngorongoro Day during the 49th Dar es Salaam International Trade Fair. Chana said that the country received 5 million visitors in the 2024-2025 season, and to reach its new target, the government will boost service quality and intensify both domestic and international promotion of Tanzania's attractions. She credited the recent growth in tourism to strategic campaigns such as the Royal Tour documentary and the Amazing Tanzania initiative, which has spotlighted the nation's natural wonders and cultural heritage. 3 sites from the African continent were inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List on Sunday during the 47th session of the World Heritage Committee held in Paris. Malawi's Mulanje Mountain, revered by locals as a dwelling place for gods and sacred spirits and known for its unique flora and numerous hiking routes, was among the newly listed sites. In northern Cameroon, the Digidbi cultural landscape in the Mandara Mountains, estimated to have developed between the 12th and 17th centuries and comprising archaeological, agricultural, and religious sites, was also inscribed. Guinea-Bissau's Bijagos archipelago, consisting of 88 islands and islets spanning 12,950 square kilometers, was added to the list as well. Zambia on Friday advised its citizens living in the diaspora, especially the U.S., without valid immigration status to consider returning to their home country on a voluntary basis, as the Trump administration weighs banning nationals of 36 additional countries from entering the country. In its advisory note, Zambia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation urged Zambian nationals abroad to stay informed about all laws and regulations, strictly adhere to immigration laws, maintain valid immigration status, and consider voluntary departure. We encourage Zambians without valid immigration status to strongly consider returning to Zambia on a voluntary basis to ensure a dignified return home, the statement said. In other news, Peruvian citadel that is nearly 4,000 years old opens doors to tourists. The archaeological site, known as Pinnacle, was a meeting point for trade between the first human communities on the Pacific coast and those from the Andes and Amazon regions, researchers have said. Located in the Supe Valley, some 110 miles north of the Peruvian capital, Lima, and around 12 miles from the Pacific Ocean, Pinnacle was a hilly landscape before exploration work began in 2017. Russia and China's foreign ministers on Sunday discussed their relations with the United States and the prospects for ending the war in Ukraine, China and Russia's foreign ministries said in a statement. Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, met Chinese foreign minister Wang Yi in Beijing on Sunday. The parties also discussed relations with the United States and prospects for resolving the Ukrainian crisis, Russia's foreign ministry said. The close contact between the two countries was to promote the development and revitalization of each other and jointly respond to the challenges brought about by a turbulent and changing world, China's foreign ministry said.
The story of resurgent Ethiopia and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel, all the time. Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Now to business news. China registered a record 5.62 million new energy vehicles (NEVs) in the first half of 2025, marking a year-on-year increase of 27.86% according to data released by the Ministry of Public Security on Monday. The figure represents the highest half-year NEV registration total in the country's history. It accounts for 44.97% of all new automobile registrations during the same period, underscoring the acceleration of China's clean energy transition in the transportation sector. By the end of June 2025, the total number of NEVs on China's roads had reached 36.89 million, representing 10.27% of the nation's overall automobile fleet. Finally, SpaceX has committed $2 billion to xAI as part of $5 billion equity round, deepening the ties between tech billionaire Elon Musk's ventures as his artificial intelligence startup races to compete with rival OpenAI, the Wall Street Journal reported on Saturday. The investment follows xAI's merger with X and values the combined company at $113 billion, with the Grok chatbot now powering Starlink support and eyed for future integration into Tesla's Optimus robots, the report said. In response to a post on X about whether Tesla could also invest in xAI, Elon Musk said on Saturday it would be great, but subject to board and shareholder approval, without confirming or denying the journal report on SpaceX's investment plans in xAI. Before concluding, let us provide you with the latest updates on global commodities prices. Now to weather updates. That's all for today, and thank you for watching.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.